let me get back to astrology. I done made 10 posts about one person I can give a fuck about anymore. Anyway. Out of Mercury Retrograde, yo. Thank goodness. This one was wild as fuck. Like Libra and Virgo. Libra, this is Libra. I'm a Libra rising, so I got Libra energy all day. My son that I'm about to pick up now, Libra 16th birthday coming up on the 21st. But Libras are airheads, young. Like Libras are indecisive. That's the lower energies. But the higher energies are really effective. So I'm going with the higher energies and believing that the relationships that I ended were for the harmony and peace that I need. Let's say it like that, okay? Just to jump ahead real quick, when Venus is in Scorpio in like 3 weeks, like right when Scorpio season starts, Venus goes into Scorpio, and my Venus is in Scorpio, I just expect more toxic energy. So this will be a nice break. This will be a nice break. I was talking about Mercury though, okay? Mercury also goes into Scorpio at the same time. Venus goes into Scorpio at the same time. The sun goes into Scorpio. So we about to be lit in like another 3 weeks. I will be definitely back for that. But Mercury in Libra was about re-evaluating relationships. Definitely reevaluated. Still re-evaluating it because we're literally hours out of Mercury's retrograde. Still got the shadow period, of course, too. But Mercury being back in Virgo now because it retrograded back into Virgo from Libra. That has a lot to do with everything that Mercury has to do with, because Mercury is at home in Virgo and Gemini, right? Let's not even get on Mars in Gemini and the retrograde that's about to happen at the end of this month, because that's going to be a lot too. Intense. Mars is intense. Gemini is this and duality and all. Ooh, I got so much to talk about, but let's try to stick to one topic at a time. Okay, so Mercury in Virgo. Mercury being the planet of communication and knowledge and information and technology. Virgo being, I'm sorry, the planet, that's what I meant, the planet. Virgo being the sign of health and perfection and judgment. And I'm going up and down with the lower and higher energies. But Virgo is also service to others and service to yourself first, because Virgo is the last personal sign. Has to do with your personal self. Libra starts the collective signs, which is why Libra is about relationships and how you relate to people and relate to things. Going back to Virgo, service to others. I felt like I was doing a disservice to others. That's in this Mercury and back in Virgo, okay, in retrograde. Because Mercury was in Virgo, going direct, then we went directly into Libra, then it came back when it went into retrograde while it was in Libra. So now that it stopped, it's still in Virgo. But I felt like while it was in retrograde for about a week in Virgo, I felt like I was doing a disservice to myself and others. That's why I cut that shit the fuck right off. Okay? Literally. Yes, she was telling me we was not right for each other. Yes, I'm going back to the relationship. But this is definitely about astrology. Just always give my personal piece on what's going on in these energies. Yes, she was definitely, like the last 2 or 3 weeks we was dealing with each other, which has only been less than 2 weeks ago now, like maybe 10 days. She was saying that we weren't meant for each other. Then when she comes, she would go back and forth with it. Well, maybe we should give it a chance. We should let it flow. That's the video. If y'all are on her page, because I've been tagging her all on my shorts. If y'all go on her page, there's 2 videos. The latest one is about me when she's in her robe talking about I need to tell my truth, which is all lies. Look at my pictures and my texts. Anyway, she was literally saying that we were not for each other, but let us go with the flow. So the second video, the first video that happened like a week ago, where she made something called if you're dating someone that says let's go with the flow, that is definitely about me, because she said it all the fucking time to me, especially in the last few weeks we was dealing with each other. So the last day when I had the last straw, which was 2 Wednesdays ago, this coming Wednesday, it'll be 2 weeks, at night, out of our every other day arguments, she was in a good mood, but I was just sitting there thinking. I believe this is when Mercury went into Virgo, when I was sitting here thinking. Am I doing a disservice to her? Like, if she really wants to be single, and mind you, I was living at her house for a minute because I got put out of the house I was staying in, because yes, I put me and my kids out thinking I had an opportunity down south, came back after 2 months, and it's just been rough. I'm gonna admit it, but you know, I've also been a person that made over $100,000 in a year and was taking care of every fucking body. So let's not forget that, Z, too. But I was literally thinking in the bed. I was also in the Airbnb so I can give her space. Before I went to the Airbnb, we was in a hotel so I can give her space. And she kept coming around, young. That's why we got so many fucking pictures, because the bitch was always around me. Always using my car, always using my food stamps, always using my gas, always using my phone, always using my motherfucking money, using me, using my kids. My daughter was doing her fucking hair. I was paying my daughter for that shit. I was buying the gel, the clips, every fucking thing. And no, that's not gaslighting. I really cared for you, and you fake cared for me. You fake cared for me. Anyway, back to astrology. So Mercury went into Virgo on this particular day. I felt like I was doing a disservice to her, so I wanted to release her. I said, maybe we're not supposed to be the fuck together. And she was like, no, Z, you hear what you're saying? I was like, I thought about it. I really need to make money because I'm giving this bitch so much fucking money. I've been literally giving this bitch so much fucking money. More money than I should be giving her, because I really should be giving money to my fucking kids. And saving money. But my kids are straight. I definitely make sure of that. Y'all see my kids on here all the fucking time. They're straight. So anyway. Nosy. She bites my thigh or some shit and was like, come on, let's fuck or some shit. You know, let's get that shit off your head. And yes, I like to fuck, but listen. All that shit she said in that video from yesterday, I talked to everybody about it because I'm a fucking open book. I'm also a herbalist, and I know how to cure shit. I've been cured shit from other people. I definitely have kept myself out of the fucking STD office clinics for about 2 decades now. And then all of a sudden I have the shit when I haven't fucked in a whole fucking year before I met this girl. You can't have no STD and not know you don't have that shit for a whole fucking year. So she putting all the shit out there, so I'm just giving the other side of it, because there's 2 sides to every fucking story. I told my cousin recently, who was also in the community, the lesbian community, who said you can literally carry that shit your fucking self and don't have outbreaks. So literally, you gave me that shit, bitch. You're the one with the forgetful ass memory. You can tell very well in your fucking videos that you are forgetful, because you say the same thing over and over. That's why that shit was an hour fucking long. I'm 8 minutes in and I done told a lie. But literally, you made me call around this motherfucker and find out niggas I haven't even fucked in a year or 2 to see if they gave that to me, when I literally should have been telling you or looking up the facts with you. You gave me that shit. You're the one that has the bad memory. And then after I get the shit, oh, I did get raped when I got out of jail. Oh, I was fucking random bitches, young bitches in jail. Huh? Then they give you that shit. They gave you that shit, bitch. Then I got a picture of it being on your shit too, right? You know I got these pictures. You know I got these pictures of us naked and all that shit, because I'm gonna motherfucking keep my motherfucking investigation going. That's what Scorpios do. We got the deep, dark secrets and everything. We got proof of it. He was smiling for the camera whole fucking time. Go to my shorts. So anyway, back to astrology. I just felt like I was doing a disservice to myself and her, so I let it go. Okay, got the bitch up out the house, the Airbnb. Took her to her parole fucking officer the next morning. The one that she calls, and I got her number in my phone too, okay? literally been blocking me and all this shit since that day, but somehow still knows that I'm posting what I'm posting. Who's motherfucking wanting who? Who's motherfucking thinking about who? Just because you say you're this and that doesn't mean this and that. Just because you say you wasn't in a relationship doesn't mean that everybody didn't have to hear the word relationship to see that your motherfucking ass is up my motherfucking ass. Don't sit up here and say that I did sexual rituals on you when your rituals don't even fucking work to get your ass some fucking money. In all honesty, I get my own fucking money through working fucking hard, right? I get my own fucking money from a job that I kept because we are in a real world, like you talking about. I think I heard something you saying in a post talking about the world I live in, we gotta pay bills. You live in the fucking same world as the rest of us. Whether we're on 5D energy, we still live in a 3D fucking world. It's just very intelligent person. Zakia means intelligent too, so I keep telling you, don't forget this shit. I'm way too. And then the Mercury in 29th degree that she has. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me say this and then I'm going back to astrology. The Mercury in the 29th degree that she has in Sagittarius is stronger. She has powerful words than my Mercury in Sagittarius. I think mine is like in the 9th degree. It's stronger with hers. So you were supposed to be on top of your shit with what you say, but you literally are stumbling over your words because Mercury is in retrograde and you still had these energies about me. You wasn't even supposed to be saying nothing during this retrograde period because you were gonna stumble over. That's what happens in Mercury retrograde. You can't communicate well. You fucking can't communicate well. Even with the 29th degree in Mercury. Mercury's in its detriment in Sagittarius, which makes it even worse. Which is why I can't communicate well sometimes. Going to my 29th degree though, Saturn, the planet that represents money and responsibility and reputation in the 29th degree, I'm stepping into that bitch. That is why I have thousands of views on my shorts, because I keep it short and sweet. And I give you enough proof to know that your motherfucking ass is lying. And that Mercury fucking retrograde got you in the worst fucking way. Not Z. You, yourself, and Mercury. Alright, y'all. I'm going to wrap this one up so I can post it. I'm going to come back with some more shit, because what else happened fucking today in astrology? Venus is opposing, not Venus. The sun is opposed. Let me look at it 1 second. As a matter of fact, I'll be back with another video because this is long enough. I know something is opposing or conjunct something. Strong energies nonetheless. And we're in for these strong energies, y'all, for like the next forever. Because times are changing. The age itself is going from Pisces to Aquarius. We're going from dreamy, delusional, highly overly spiritual state to stepping into the right social groups, the people that you connect with well, your uniqueness, your innovation. So use that, step into that, especially if you got that Aquarius moon. The age of Aquarius is definitely pushing us into the direction of change. Ongoing. Non-stop. Get with it or get out this motherfucking universe. And how the fuck are you gonna do that? TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering is a key, enlightening every day. Sorry that I might have been still in this motion. Again, shadow period lasts for 10 days, so let's say around October 12th. Things should be a little bit more easy. However, we are in the shadow period of of Mars retrograde that starts on October 30th. And that's going to be pretty heavy too, because the last time Mars was in retrograde 2 years ago was 2020, when that motherfucking cocoa melon fake ass 19 started. I'll be back for that info too. Peace, y'all. Have a wonderful Sunday.